Good morning, everybody. I wanted to thank each and every one of you, state and federal leaders. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me, to the board, to the members, to the entire organization, the community, and to the Hmong people. This is part of the reason why it's called the Hmong National Festival. It's because it includes national. So we have people from as far as California, sometimes even Alaska, from the south, like Texas, Florida, from the east. Most of the attendees are from Wisconsin and Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota. But it does include the entire nation. So this is one of the three biggest festival or events for the Hmong community in this country. I want to thank my husband, my sons, my daughters. Thank you for being with me every step of the way. Without you, I would not be able to carry this load of work. It is a lot. If you don't believe me, try to be in my position. This is my 4th year. This is the 8th event that I'm cheering. So you can kind of tell why I'm getting a lot older. I want to thank our sports coordinators, all our staff. I know that you guys are everywhere at this event, but I just want to show you and tell you that I really, really appreciate everything you have done. Most of you have stuck with me through thick and thin. You've been with me no matter how hard it is. We walk the path together, and we are here today. And once again, this is 2019. Without all of your help, the board, the members, the organization, we would not be able to do what we have done. The last couple years, we had given out a total of $20,000 scholarships to 20,000 very, very intelligent students throughout the state of Wisconsin. I want to briefly say a few remarks in Hmong for our parents and families here. Anh nhớ rằng cho nên cho chị sẽ là nào cũng giờ mỹ gia nên trong tủ tê rồi những pháo của lại cũng sẽ chế cho lúc cầm hậu Hmong Service Center thiết của trừ lúc công trường chỉ lý thiết cho linh du xong nói cho xong bao lúc công trường này giờ lũ gì và cũng là một chữ là để khi đó nên cho nên cho chị sẽ đẩy trong phong dư và trao nên nhớ đây nhớ rẻ nên cho cái lũ cho cái thơ cho cái bỏ hay thì bé xí lũ bé lũ dây lũ giò lũ y lũ cầm hậu cha cả tới lũ cầm hậu chẳng chẳng là sẽ chế quan chế qua mua và có qua mỏng bỏ bùa bé trồng mong sẽ nhớ lũ giò tư lời xí bằng giờ lên là của dòng xe giờ chỉ muốn nè bé mong Oshkosh và chỉ tới lũ công trường lo li nào bé chơi ta chỉ bé vả nên lũ đa lũ giò nên lũ xe lũ chữ nên cho cái lũ nhớ cá thế cỏ tên lũ to lũ bông tôi muốn chơi bé lũ công trường là quan đôi dù lúc công trường là thiên đi kia xìa là cho trò nụ nọ và tứ tàu bé châu lúc xong nọ lời theo lúc công trường cho linh du và bí họ lúc ra Oshkosh nọ nhớ trò xong ít xế cho bồi cho gì cũng do trong thằng đã bé mong chẳng xí lưu cơ lo sợ cho nhớ Canada phát kỳ tu tí xí của trường do trong xuất xua lúc công trường cho linh du của tàu một cổng của chỉ xã ý lưu lò đi họ cũng bảo cho công trường là dòng bị của xã cho hay thì bé cho cái xí lưu xí xa giờ giờ lên từ qua là bây giờ tàu sang, bây thêm một tàu, bây thêm một cái và mang nắm mông. Cụ thảo qua cho khán giả board cho lên tù, cho chỉ chúa, cụ bảo thì nên trong tù là chỉ tàu là nó vì bây cho họ lười nhá, cho họ sẽ khai trả lời. Giờ lên đó là cụ xã, mỗi là lừa cho nên sẽ đợi, cụ chỉ nhớ vào nên cho cái ba, nên cho cái chơi cho luôn nâng tòng đây, nên chơi cụ chơi này, bây ít lần. Bé thì họ tới lũ dây lũ rõ rong, họ trả tới lũ cầm hồ rong phút rồi sẽ đợi. Bé rong chỉ sẽ đợi nó bé rong ta xuyên nó từ bé chỉ rong lì bé chùa rồi sẽ đợi là thiab. Qua cho rồi nên cho cái菜那么，cho nên là qua cho tuấn xài kỳ lạ, cho tuấn xài sáng chế sĩ từ bé mong đào tràn đào giả nhá nó nọ. Qua cho rồi nên sẽ đợi tôi nhớ đây nhớ rẻ nên tôi còn bé tăng thầu tí gì cũng rong sẽ chấp lại. Sẽ chế cho lúc cầm hậu nó của xã là hạt tiền, giờ chỉ muốn nè bé giờ qua tàu là giờ chỉ rong thiab. Bé qua tàu là thọ nên tôi còn bé theo nên mà Thầu lúc xong nó là một trong số trên nền gạo và thiết kế xe thì nên sẽ được trình hành bác sĩ từ một công bé thiam. Qua cho tôi làm sai lụa. Nên nhớ cá tế cầu tế là nên trả chế từ một công bé cho như hồng từ một công bé. Qua số trả số giả cầu bé tôi sĩ công tàu còn này lúc tiền gì cũng yên dọn trong lúc còn hồi yên dọn trong chỉ ta chỉ cơ. Ý giờ nó thầu là nó cũng tàu nhận ý chán là ý tương xài của người tàu chạy. Bé khả nhiên scholarship nhất trong ở chế cầu chua nào. Anh ấy tao nói ý đại nấu khá là mê lúc nào tôi vào chơi cũng tôi mới nhận mình chỉ vào luag kỹ tao sẽ đại là để sẽ khi ra cho nên cho chị và họ chỉ tao là mấy cái trong này tiền nếu mà tôi bé cần hỗ trợ và bé cần bổ trợ hai tiền giờ bé khả nhiên là nếu tao là chơi đi chả là nếu ít khâu và ba tao nữa sáu tao lúc đang trong một tao đây anh ấy bảo thế chia sẻ thì mới nước tư nếu tao cho khá là một ba bé sẽ được ý à li và ta sẽ nói bé ba nữa thiên ba lửa từ thiên giờ nên nó nung nó cũng chỉ muốn đã chỉ khai trở chân thì cũng tôi này sẽ cho thế chỉ ta lên nó là tương xài nó cho lưỡi cho trở chân hay để cũng trong xe hay thì này giấy tương xài là người tư tao sẽ cho lưỡi trở chân bỏ lên nó cũng thích cho này là cho tôi nhận ra cho nó thế để khi lên qua cái trâu thế này mà qua cái trâu cái cho lưỡi này ấy cho lưỡi sen chỉ nhau bé sẽ là tao thì mới cho là xả mới cho là cả để bé thiệp bao xí luôn là giá tao đây này để qua trong tao này mà.
Well, thank you. Thank Mi Yang and the Hmong Service Center. After 31 years, I appreciate Mayor Palmieri and others reminding us of the history of Labor Day. But from a community and a state and national celebration standpoint, I think the Saturday and Sunday of Labor Day weekend in this area is known as much for National Hmong Labor Day Festival. So I think after 31 years, we're definitely established. Every Labor Day, I say, oh, you know, what time do I have to be there for the Hmong celebration? So to all of you, I say thank you so much for your hospitality, and it's an honor to be here. I always begin my welcoming comments as someone who's a native of the Oshkosh community, who's someone who grew up as a small child in the late 70s, early 80s in our schools here, where the first generation of Hmong children were here, and in a community like Oshkosh that has become much more diverse over the years, it was really the first minority group that we had in Oshkosh. And of course, I can only imagine at the time, not knowing the arrival, the story of the Hmong, how they made it to Oshkosh, what a big deal it was for that first generation of kids. I played soccer at the time, so my teammates were Chu and Ku Vang, who I played with through high school. I also went to school with Pa Tao and Kong Lee, others that I grew up with in the area that were my classmates. And one of the things that's been fascinating to watch with over the years is as each generation becomes more involved, more integrated, reaches new heights, participates more and grows as Americans while retaining their very Hmong culture. And it has added so much to the fabric of Wisconsin. And the Hmong culture and the Hmong people are very much built into that standpoint. The contributions culturally in art, food, and dance are well represented here today. But as was mentioned earlier, economically, now we see the Hmong involved in agriculture, manufacturing, and educators, and small business have become such a unique part. I don't know what the Hmong who work the Oshkosh Farmers Market, which have some of the best produce and food, are doing on a day like today where perhaps they're struggling on where they should be. But I know that's something that has been a big part to our Oshkosh community as well. When I talk to out-of-state people, sometimes they're not aware of. I refer to the Hmong and I realize that we are unique. You know, along with the communities of Fresno, California, St. Paul, Minnesota, Wausau especially, but other parts of Wisconsin, I often have to explain with pride, the Hmong story and the contributions and their presence in the state of Wisconsin. Of course, when I meet other Hmong from around the country or from Wisconsin and I say, I'm from Oshkosh, it's sort of like saying, I'm from Oshkosh to somebody who flies airplanes and comes to EAA. Oshkosh is a national destination for the Hmong people, and I don't need to explain anything. The story of the Hmong, I think, is one that has been explained better and is an important one to remind folks throughout Wisconsin who grew up here and about the refugee experience. And I will remind everybody here that the experience of the Hmong related to persecution by government, by other countries, by religion, by dictators, goes on today. And many of those refugees seek asylum in a country like the US. And at a time right now, I ask you to all stand together to condemn the racism and bigotry of the current administration towards those refugees. Earlier this year, I had to hire new staff. I'm beyond the representative for the city of Oshkosh in the state legislature. I also serve as the Democratic minority leader. And I have 6 staff in Madison that help serve our caucus, and I needed a new communications person that was creative in graphic design and other things, and I hired someone who was incredibly talented, who was incredibly outgoing, who was incredibly fashionable, who was sometimes snarky, and it just happened that that individual was Hmong. I hired Shinya Tao, who, besides her talents that she has contributed to our office in terms of serving the statewide really, also represents and celebrates her Hmong culture in her clothes, in her identity. And as someone who represents a Hmong community, you know, I really appreciate that because I learn from her, I ask her questions, she wears it, and I know many of you balance being Americans and Wisconsinites, but are adamant to retain your Hmong culture and identity and pass that on to the next generation. And I want to continue to encourage that. I know that just a few years ago in Milwaukee County, there was a first when we elected Judge Kashua Yang to the bench. So we have a Hmong judge. I know my friend Yilang Zhang is here, who I don't know how it's possible, but happens to serve on the Weston Village Board, the Marathon County Board, and the DC Everest School Board. And just north of us in Oshkosh, I know Mayawa Tao, who was recently elected to the Appleton Common Council. And I'm hopeful that one day in Oshkosh we can also have an elected official. But it is important, as we've seen representation in other parts of our economic workforce, that we do have leaders that are willing to step forward and run. And while I'm from Oshkosh, I also went to college in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm aware that they've not only had success at the local level, but also at the state level and other levels in electing government leaders. And so it's that continued integration into government and leadership that I ask you all to continue to do. You don't need to run for office to do it, but you do need to participate. You do need to vote. You need to recognize that that's part of the American story, is participation in our democracy. And I leave on that note asking you all to continue so that each generation continues to build on the great Hmong story in Oshkosh, in Wisconsin, and in our country. And I ask you to celebrate, which you always do very well, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to our State Representative Gordon Hintz for your kind words.
So I've come to Oshkosh 4 years ago. I've really come to learn about the Hmong community and how much you care about the United States, how much you care about your community, how much you care about your family. That's incredibly important to all of us, and we all need to embrace that concept of caring. We all need to embrace the concept of giving back to our community, such as the Hmong Service Center has been doing for so many years now. One of the dreams I know that the Hmong Service Center has is to actually build a brick and mortar building here in the city of Oshkosh to serve the Hmong community. And I hope very much that dream comes true, because that will mean so much to this community. It will mean so much to the individuals here. It will mean so much to the kids that are growing up, to maintain that culture, that culture of caring, that culture of honor that I know that each and every one of you have. I appreciate each and every one of you that are here visiting us. It means so much to us as a community, knowing that you care enough about your culture, about this community, to come and share your Labor Day with us. Saying all that, let's have a safe, secure, wonderful event, and we look forward to watching the dance. We look forward to seeing the success that occurs in volleyball and all the sporting activities that are about to occur. Thank you very much for having us here, and from the men and women of the Oshkosh Police Department, thank you.
Good morning, and Nyajong Shada. I will briefly talk in English and then I will talk about Hmong later, okay? My name is lawv. I'm the executive director of WOCMA, which is Wisconsin United Hmong Association. WOCMA basically stands where all the Hmong organizations in the state of Wisconsin come together and work together and have a voice, and that's why they established WOCMA as a central umbrella organization that help all the Hmong associations in the state. It is my privilege to be here speaking on behalf of WOCMA, my board, and all the Hmong organizations in the state. As previous speaker mentioned, the Hmong have been here about 40 years. We have many success. We are doctor, lawyer. Our organization has grown. At the early time of the Hmong settled in this country, there's much success, also struggle, like finding jobs, getting education. They don't even start a business yet, but we have made a tremendous progress already. But we still continue to need the support of the whole community, like our elected official, police department, school board, state official. We are at a point now that we are no longer at a survival mode, but we are into how do we move next step forward. We are at a crossroad now as an organization, as a Hmong group together. Right now, we still face challenges, new challenges. It's no longer where you have to find a job or get out of welfare. Now, new challenge will be in terms of mental health, very big issue. There's suicidal problem, alcohol, diabetes, high blood pressure. Those are the issues that the Hmongs are facing today. And I'm very lucky that just at my last board meeting, we are a new organization emerging now to help tackle some of this issue. And on to my right here is Vanessa Va. She's the president. She's still new at my member at my team, so I'm gonna make sure I get her organization correct, okay? It's called United Hmong of Wisconsin Outreach. Their whole purpose, what their purpose is, our goal is to help shed some light on health equity, awareness in our community, into helping the Hmong. And that's their whole central purpose. Very focused. I'm very honored that her organization, part of my association, my team as well too, to help tackle some of the new emerging issues that we are facing today. And I want to extend my welcome to you to continue working on this endeavor, helping the Hmong community in the state. And now I will be talking some in Hmong briefly, okay? Nhớ rằng thoát chỉ của hai lô mikaonde là sử dụng xe cũng bây giờ phỉ long vư cũng cho hậu lực thật sự nó cũng là oi cũng ấy tôi executive director cho lúc work mà giờ bây lúc còn hậu là ba chơi bây giờ còn hậu Hmong nhau hậu Wisconsin nó dùng xe cơ bất thân mì thế có cho committee thế có cho lúc center chơi của tôi trong xe của tôi hai lũ đọc cho của trong bộ thế vong mà thế bây giờ còn mong sợ đời bây tôi trong xe hai tiệp bé lúc còn hồ vong mà nó sợ là mù lúc họ phía lo chấp là mà cỡ bé mong nhau lúc là Wisconsin nó cỡ bé mới lúc xua bé hãy lo lù cỡ lúc sai tàu bé vong mà nhiều lúc họ phía lên đó là chú bây giờ còn hồ là ok ship ba tổ tư bé nhỏ khó bé thì ba tổ bé giờ mong luôn thì sai bé muốn nung gì thì vong mà cú giờ tôi executive director ta xin nó cú là hậu lực tao lôi ở li nó là và hai tiêu toàn đây nó cú là ở suy cho sau ta chỉ bây giờ còn hậu tây lú là chỉ mua cho staff là tây lú là chỉ mua cho cơ li từ sĩ cũ họ biết chấp là mà thiên nhiên chia một ba bây giờ còn hậu nó cái lớp khó thầu lớp khó lớp mua cho nên kia hậu lử thầu nó là thì ba tàu bây giờ mong giờ lên nó cũ là họ biết mà lo lên nó cơ trong xe để lúc họ biết nó cũ mà xe cơ trong xe lúc nó cũ họ mua từ president Vanessa va giờ thế nữa autobahn member tôi cũ chân cái lợi là sơn được cũ sao nói thì lợi giờ lúc còn hậu chia là member cho bé work mà lúc họ biết lo chấp lời là một ba bây giờ bây giờ bao giờ cái cam mò là baอยู่一节中呢只要的bé ý cho mà họ chỉ bảo để cho cái nhớ tới chuyện nó này cho cái trái này lúa baอยู่本nhân人là chính nhân人làอยู่chỉ bảo cho cái trái cho chỉ thế chỉ thầuอยู่mua nàoอยู่ba chỉ taoอยู่được khăng thế giờ lúc họ biết lấy họ lo chấp là mà ba họ về để ta xin nó bé chỉ họ cái chuyện gì chấp là màอยู่cho chia nữa bé cho lúa ta sẽ cũng bỏ rồi mua từ búa ít cho ít mua tay mình hen tây tu sĩ cho là từ cho xe rồi thế cú sa thì trong xe work còn là Vanessa va là mua ít tu member cho họ bé lu organization búa mà nó bé nhớ tao plot cho xong nó là cú sa phải là lù cho bé trồng mong tan thọ cái và mình là cho cái cần thơ bé mua là lù là bé mua rồi thế tu cần thơ tí xe mua bé mua doctor lawyer rồi thế tòn đây nó cái ba là muốn gì mà giờ bây giờ psychologist bây giờ school counselor bây giờ nó tòn đây nó là một sự rồi cho họ bên cái nhiều xe ta chỉ nó nửa giờ đi thôi bên này bên gì là tôi nhớ tới chuyện nó là nè họ là tôi nhớ tới chuyện nó mà muốn theo hậu lử muốn cần GED muốn theo muốn theo hậu lử cái đó muốn nó nhiều vô phê rồi bên cái nhiều xe ta chỉ nó là nhau cho bé lú chế bé lú lư là bé cho lầu là mình chả cá xin chả xe một số bé cho lầu là nó chỉ bỏ được tụ khen nó chừng thế tụ khen nó giờ lên từ thế là mùi tê tụ chỉ tao tao mùi nhiều kế rồi thế bé giờ lú còn hậu bé tao xí rồi là một sao tận đây nó bé ba bé cho mong rồi bé nhau cho bỏ cho xong nó cho tận đây nó một trong đông đi là nè rồi bé chỉ bỏ để bé một cho kế từ ít lần một ít cho kế ta rồi tu mua là tu chọn nhện hơn cơ, thầu nó giờ bé giờ còn học bé chỉ mua xe ba, giờ chọn nhện lên nó chỉ mua tụ ba rồi, bé mong tàu mua xe là ít tu hai rồi ít tu nông, ít tu hai số sẽ được sử dụng xe, hắn nó bé thì là vạn mình tận đây nó mua, ít là lúc cứ sống gì, tôi cho bé lu mong center nó theo mỹ va nó, họ bé tôi xin gì nó giờ lúc họ phía trong keep it họ cái limeka tradition nó tận đây nó bây giờ mua xe lên nó thì bây giờ tuân sai lúa mua xe tuân đầu bón giờ bón từ ta tổ cái phone là vòng system ta sử dụng bao giờ bây mua chọn sai nhân công chúa cho phép cho nó giờ bây giờ mua xe mua ít khoa festival dùng lên nó sẽ được tổ chức công lên nó tận đây nó chỉ biết chỉ mới học cái là chỉ biết cho ít phần mong tôi xin gì là họ nó trong xe cho mỹ va thì lúc mong center họ Oshkosh nó thì nhưng mà xe cho họ nó mu tận đây nó cái chữ cái lo muốn gì biết cho chơi cái lo gì một thế nào để cô hai ở bên lo luôn nó sẽ cho này sẽ được
I'm always honored to be here. I think today we look at the present and look at the future, and it's always good to look at the present and look at the future. But I always think when I speak to a group of Hmong, we must spend some time looking at the past. Because of course, in the past we learn many lessons, and in the past is where we have the great bond, a special bond compared to other immigrants between the Hmong and the American people. And that is because what happened in Southeast Asia 40 years ago now, hard to believe, 40 years ago, we had a situation in which the Hmong and the United States got together and put their lives on the line to fight communism. We must talk about this because as I look out over the ceremonies, every year I see more and more wonderful Hmong Americans who are young and did not grow up in Laos and were not alive at the time of the great fights that the United States and Hmong fought together. Because you fought this fight, I think it is one of the reasons why you are such a special immigrant group and fit in so well. Of course, the United States, we talk about our Constitution. And in our Constitution, John Adams, who founded it, said it's for a moral and religious people. It is not for the type of people who are the communists, who are kind of the opposite, immoral and godless. So I think it is important today that we remind ourselves to educate the young people, not only the sacrifices made by the older generation of Hmong, but what was wrong with the communism and what we have to look out for the future. Now I'd like to thank you this Labor Day because again and again, as I get around Winnebago County and the rest of my district, I see hardworking Hmong people, many forming their own business. I see them all at the farmers markets. I see them when I go, door to door, main streeting in Oshkosh or Nina or Sheboygan or Manitowoc. And it always makes me feel good because I know when I go into a Hmong business, I'm going to meet such friendly people and such hardworking people. So let us celebrate this Labor Day. I am honored to be here with you, but let us one more time dedicate ourselves to reminding the young people the huge sacrifices that were made by American and Hmong troops when they fought in Southeast Asia. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Glenn Grothman.
Hi, nhớ rằng thọ hơi chưa biết giờ nói chuyện ha bị cái tin trang xuất lên nó cô em mang hiệu của sự kiện để lúc của Hmong Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce. Sao in lúc cho biết tụi bắt thanh mỹ ya cái chuyện cho biết tụi họ biết lưu cho mấy xuất lên nó ha sáng thọ gì của Halumi Gayo. Good evening, everyone. I am Meng Zhang, and I am here on behalf of the Hmong Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce. We are so privileged to be here today to talk a little bit about the work that we do for the state of Wisconsin. We are a CDFI, so Community Development Financial Institution, and we're very mission focused. Our mission is to really create access to capital for our small business owners and also to make sure that we can bridge the gap in any entrepreneurial issues that we have in the state of Wisconsin. We're headquartered in Milwaukee. I head our Central Wisconsin office in Wausau and also cover the Northwestern districts. I want to give you guys a little bit of background on the type of impact that we have here in the state of Wisconsin. We have, as everyone else has said before me, our Hmong community is so strong. We're such hard workers, but we still have a long way to go, right? So that's where the Hmong Chamber comes in to make sure that we can give you access to resources for our small business owners. We have been very privileged to expand the capacity of the Chamber. We now have a revolving loan fund that we can loan up to $75,000. It was only $25,000 and then $35,000 before that. And from our own revolving loan fund, we have been able to deploy over $1.5 million in the state of Wisconsin, while leveraging $9.5 million from partner organizations. So we have a great impact here in the entrepreneurial spirit. We also provide technical assistance to over 300 businesses and entrepreneurs every year, equating to hundreds of TA hours. We also connect with over 3,000 individuals every year through community outreach and provide quarterly networking events. We also do advocacy work and promote our business for visibility and exposure. Next to me here, I have Dr. Pam Her and her husband Phi Long Vu, who are members of the Chamber. And also, again, it's so important for us to highlight our own talent, right? That is so important. We can only elevate and highlight each other so that the larger community can see us. And we are so proud and happy to do the work that we do at the Chamber. Every year at our annual banquet, that's our job. And would love to invite all of you to come join us Friday, October 4th in Milwaukee to come see an amazing event put together. We are expecting over 600 professionals statewide to join us, and we're so proud of that. Again, we have a long way to go, but we're so proud to do the work that we do, and also to be here to support organizations such as the Oshkosh Hmong Service Center. It takes all of us to do our part to make sure that we create a stronger ecosystem and community in the state of Wisconsin. So thank you so much.